Daly Cherry-Evans, no doubt the talk of the rugby league world this week, so it'd be remiss not to get straight into that with our rundown. Dave Riccio, your hot take for the week?
Yeah, look, let's pretend in a world that DCE hasn't got a deal done already with someone.
What are you saying?
Right? Let's just pretend. He needs to be careful on how long he takes now to finalise that deal and announce that contract, because clubs can't sit around until October, if that's his premise, to wait until the season is over, and structure their salary cap, structure their roster around waiting for $1 million halfback. That just can't happen. So, if this was all about trying to take the noise away about DC's future, it's gone the complete opposite way. Because until he makes a call, which I suggest DCE make it sooner rather than later, if you really want to take the noise away, because every club's just sitting waiting, and they won't wait for so long. You just can't. You can't do it in the modern game. So make that call.
Do you think he's without a club, Mick, or do you think he knows where he's going?
I think he knows where he's going or where he wants to go. If he does want to play in the NRL again, that's... I'd be shocked if he doesn't have some sort of direction of which way he's leaning toward and having an indication of what his market value would be before making this decision.
Yep.
What do you think motivates DC at this point in his career? Winning a title? Is he going to go for the Cooper Cronk style hit and run mission with a contender like the Roosters, 2 years, 2 titles, thank you very much? Or is it money?
I think if you look at the roster at Manly, it stacks up against the Roosters, stacks up against Canterbury. If you went to Melbourne or Penrith, you could understand, or maybe Brisbane. I think they're probably the only 3 clubs with a clear-cut better roster with DCE in it than the Manly Sea Eagles. So it has to be about money or feeling aggrieved about something within the club, because when you talk premierships, Manly are in that window with DCE.
I think it's definitely about money. And I say that because his contract, I understand, has come backwards from that $1 million mark, and he's watching the rest of the NRL unfold and going to meltdown over potential elite halves, likes of Lockie Galvin, Dylan Brown, getting upwards of $1 million, and he's still one of the top 3 halves in the game, top 4 or 5. And he's sitting back going, well, hang on a second, I know I'm still capable of earning that money. I think it's definitely about money. Having said that, he's not going to turn up at a battling club, because, at the end of the day, players are competitive individuals and they want to win premierships. So I think it's a combination of both with the premise on money.
Is that why you think the timing of this came out when it did? I mean, why go on national television the Monday before a big game against Parramatta? 6 days of just total distraction, right?
Yeah, he's now put the for sale sign in the window, and there has to be an element of timing around that. Look, DCE says that he just had enough of the questions and the speculation and wanted to put it to bed, but as I said, this is just going to go on and on.
It puts one element to bed, but then throws up 16 other potentials, right? In terms of potential destinations, or not just in the NRL, in terms of Super League or whatever the case may be as well. So I'm with Dave. It doesn't end the distraction at all. The only way to end the distraction if he goes, look, I'm retiring or I'm going overseas.
Yeah.
That's the only way, because the noise, if he said, no, I'm going to go play in the Super League, well, there'd still be stories, but the noise wouldn't be there. You'd be linking him to Super League clubs, and it'd be a footnote, right? It wouldn't be, continual talk. So, this has only increased the noise for sure.